don't know what time it is. 6:51. Just got dark. Just came in. Been working out in the garden with my wife all evening. We went to Masbate City this morning. The total trip time normally takes about hour and 15 minutes on the motorcycle. And total trip time today was about 4 hours. Because when we got to close to Milagros area, we come out of Balud, riding the bike. We got close to Milagros, and I noticed the back end feeling a little funny. Had a flat tire. I went from tubeless to inner tube, so that I never have an issue with the vulcanizing shops here. The first thing they do is they see a tubeless and they go, "Oh, sorry, sir, I cannot fix that." Okay, so I put tube in it. I went to 5 vulcanizing shops today. 5. The first 4 said, "Oh, sir, I cannot fix that. That's tubeless." I said, "No, it has interior." "Oh, no, no, it's too hard, sir. We cannot do that." The first 4 shops told me that. So the 5th shop that I went to, he said, "Yes, I can fix that." Okay. So we stopped. He finally took my advice to get the rim and tire off.
Okay, next project for
Yeah.
today is going to be
That's when we first moved in.
tile on the front of this island.
And my daughter's showing me an old video. Anyway, so he finally took my advice and took the whole tire off, because he was trying to open the tire with the rim on the bike. Now, the 400 Dominar does not have a center stand. So luckily he had a hand-built stand that we lifted up the Dominar and set it on his stand. And then we put a rock under the kickstand so that it would hold it level. And then we put rocks under the front and back of the front tire so that it wouldn't roll. And the bike weighs about 198 kilos. So to give you an idea, it's not so heavy. You know, a guy can lift up the back end of it, no problem. Anyway, we got it up on the stand, and I finally took my advice. He got the tire off, the rim and tire. Then he was trying this breakdown tool, and I told him, I said, "No, the last guy that did this, all he did was stand on the tire and break it off the wheel. Just stand on the corner of it by the rim and it'll pop down." So he tried it, and sure enough, it worked. Okay, so we got it down, got it broke down, both sides. Then we got the tire off. He took out the tube. There was a nail sticking in the tire about 3/4 of an inch long, a tiny little nail, like a number 1 nail, very small, like a 1-inch nail. I don't know how I picked it up. I was running pretty fast today. I don't know how you can pick up a tiny little nail when you're running 115 kilometers per hour, but I did somehow. Anyway, he luckily also that the tire that I have on my bike is very similar to like a run flat tire. The sidewalls just off the rim are very thick. The sidewall is probably a 1/2 inch thick, about 1.5 inches from where it meets the rim. So it gets down to that point of flatness, and that's where it will stay. You can drive it, and it's not exactly safe because your back end's wanting to squirrely around on you. But anyway, you can drive it. It's like a run flat tire. So I drove it probably, I don't know, by the time I found the 5th vulcanizer that finally agreed to do it, I had probably traveled maybe 5 kilometers, 4 or 5 kilometers. We'd gone quite a distance. So anyway, the wife and I stopped. We had a few waters while the guys were working on the bike, and we got it fixed. The disc brakes kicked their ass for a while because the disc brakes are difficult on that bike. but they managed to get it back on, get it bolted up. Took about 4 hours. We finally get to Masbate around, I think we left around 8, and we were in Masbate just after 12. So we did our bank transaction we needed to do. Then we went and bought supplies, got them on the truck, and went and ate lunch at Chowking. And then we got back on the bike and came back home.
I have something.
What do you want, son? My son.
It's more hot dog.
Huh?
It's more hot dog.
Small hot dog? Oh, he wants the snacks, Ella. Can you help him get that? The orange snack up there, can you help him get it? Anyway, my hair is not combed. I don't care. I didn't get on here to impress nobody. I just got on here to chit chat, but I see nobody's even watching me live. So that's about par for the course for YouTube. Nobody seems to care about what's going on in the Philippines. You know, a few expats do, but anyway, what?
I'm gonna sell that at school.
Give him one. Like I said.
I need
Okay.
to tell Mom first.
Anyway, I've been on here 6.5 minutes. I don't have any viewers, so I'm going to kindly get off of here. I'll make a video and post it, and let's see if anybody watches it. So, anyway, I hope all of you have a wonderful evening. Bless you all. And if you're not living in the Philippines, that's because you think that where you live is a better place. That's really awesome. But I live here because I think this is a better place. And over the years, I've been here 14 years now, so it's
My cash inside fritters and cash
a well-kept secret where I live and how it is. And you guys go ahead and stay in the USA. Stay in Canada, Australia, wherever you are. It's, you're better off there if that's how you feel, you know, that you don't want to come here. Oh, got 2 viewers. Hello, how are you guys doing? 2 viewers just popped on here. Maybe I'll stay on a little bit. I just came on live to talk about my trip today. It was an eventful day on the motorcycle because I had a flat tire and trying to get somebody to change a flat tire.
We have 3.
Yeah, trying to get somebody to change a flat tire here in the Philippines can be rather challenging at times, especially when you're riding a big bike. And I'm not really on a big bike. I'm only on a 400cc Dominar. But I'll tell you what, it took me 5 vulcanizing shops and stand out in the sun quite a bit to get somebody to take on the challenge of removing my tire and patching my tube. Anyway, it turned out there wasn't just one hole where the nail had gone in. There were actually 3 holes. Now, I'll tell you something very interesting that I saw. I'd never seen anybody break out a needle and thread to sew together a small split about 3/8 of an inch long. He took a needle and thread out and he sewed the cut together with needle and thread. Okay, maybe 4 stitches over this thing, pulling the inner tube together. Okay, before he cut his vulcanizing patch, he had an electric vulcanizing unit, and he cut the patch about probably 4 inches long. He doubled it up so it was about 2 inches long, or maybe it was 3 inches. Doubled it to 1.5 inches. Okay, then he laid it on top of this 3/8 inch cut. Okay, so you had plenty of area covering it. Okay, nice big patch. Put it under his vulcanizing machine and he melted that rubber on there. He doubled the patch up. So when he melted it, it was very thick but spread out, adhered to the inner tube just perfectly. Done. Sealed it, put air in it, checked it. Oh, got another leak, sir. Went over, it was a small one, but it was probably maybe only 1/8 of an inch long. But it was a split, so I think that nail hit it when I was driving and cut it again. So what he did is he sewed that one with needle and thread. Then he put a single patch, probably about inch by inch, melted that on there. Then he tested it a 3rd time, 3rd hole, patched. That was only a small pinhole, so he patched that one, tested it again. I have no holes now. So that was good. We paid for 3. I told my wife, I don't care what the bill is. Whatever he says, double it. We've been out here for like 3.5 hours. He took on the job, nobody else would. Whatever he says is the money you need to pay, we'll double it. So the guy, when he got all done, took him about an hour just to get the disc brake back on. Him and 3 guys fighting it. They finally get that all back on, get everything together, get the tire back on, get the chain on, adjust it so it's nice and, a little slack on the chain, tight, oiled the chain for me. And I said, how much? Magkano po? He said, that'll be 200 pesos. You realize this guy just worked for 3.5 hours for less than $4, for about $3.50 US. That's amazing. And you can get it fixed for 200 pesos. So I didn't just double it, I gave him 500. These guys worked their butts off to get this tire patched for me. Very cordial, very wonderful, laughing, joking, having a great time. We talked about different things, and these guys, a bunch of guys came over from the village there. Were just asking about the bike and asking about, where are you from, sir? Blah, 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 blah. My wife was there with me. So usually I get 2 questions. The first question he'll say is, where are you from? And you tell them you're from California in the USA. And, then they'll come back with either I have relatives, blah, 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 or they carry on the conversation. This time they didn't say that, but the next question is, my wife is sitting right here, they didn't pay attention to her, I guess. They said, are you married? So the first questions really that come from Filipinos, there's 2 things that really come from them. First question is, where are you from? Second question is, are you married? Now, I don't know why these guys are so interested in whether or not I'm married. I'm not going to marry them, but it's the way the questions come. Whether it's 1 or 2 Filipinos, that's the way they always come at you. Anyway, 12:30 on here. I've lost all my viewers. I guess I bored you to death, so I'll go ahead and shut it down, and thank you for watching. If you like my videos, like and subscribe. I'll be posting a lot more videos about the Philippines, activities here, what we do, things we do, and for entertainment, as well as working here in the Philippines. So my son is saying, Papa, Papa, Papa.
Yellow.
Yellow. He's learning his colors.
Green.
Green.
Pink.
Pink. Very good. Yellow, green, and pink. You're so smart, son. Okay, he's 4 years old. Going to school, preschool now. So, okay, we'll let you go. Somebody else just popped in. I apologize. It's been on here for 13 minutes.
Yellow.
And I'm going to go ahead and get off for a while. I love coming on here live to share things with you people. And like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. But I really appreciate you guys coming on here. If you have any questions, leave a comment, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have. If you're not my friend on Facebook, find me. My name is Michael Lee White, and you'll recognize me on Facebook.
Papa.
And give me a friend request, and I'll friend you. All right, you guys have a wonderful evening.
Papa.
Papa, 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 Papa.
2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Yes, he can even count. Very good, MJ. Okay, we'll make a video just with you one day, okay? Yeah? Okay. So anyway, you guys take care. Have a wonderful evening. It's 7:06 here in the Philippines. And like I said, if you have any questions, ask your questions. I have many answers. I've been here 14 years. I can help you out. Have a great evening. Bye, y'all.
Papa. Papa. Can I see I'm a baby?
Okay.
Can I see where I'm a baby?
I see my time still clicking. I'm trying to get off of here. Okay, let's finish the video. Very good.